Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with a Gypsy Rose Blanchard update. There are all kinds of conspiracies and weird things happening as per usual, but we're going to talk for a few minutes. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so first things first, Gypsy Rose's TikTok that had almost 10 million followers has been banned. She has said that she's trying to regain access to the account. It's banned, it's gone. If you search for it on TikTok, you will not find it because it is no longer in existence. It's literally gone. So good luck to her on that. I don't care if she gets her TikTok back or not. I do not feel bad for her. I do not feel pity that she lost her TikTok because her entire presence was built off the literal back of her mother that she utilized Nicolas Godejean to stab her mother in that same back. So I have always thought she shouldn't be standing on such a huge platform. She should have received the same current day. I feel like she should have absolutely received the same sentence as Nicolas Godejean. And if she is going to be in the free world, then she should not be being applauded in the manner that she has been. It is sick and twisted. Now, speaking of Dee Dee's family that is still living, they went ahead and utilized the Without a Crystal Ball channel to share their frustration and their hurt over everything that's been happening with Gypsy from, during her prison time till current day. They utilized Katie Joy as a way to get that message out. And I struggle with this because, number one, I don't like Katie Joy, never have, never will. I don't respect her. I don't think that she should be trusted with delivering anyone's message. And it's very obvious that Katie Joy is using this as a way to make money. It is a way for her to let me platform this grieving family that is very frustrated and allow me to laugh all the way to the bank. She has done this for years. Let me get very close to the family, and as long as we're getting along, they can come on my channel, I can rack in a bunch of money. As soon as they are not in her corner, they will be expelled, just like Christy, Rod, Mia. She was very close with Christy. Once she was no longer the apple of Christy's eye, she turned on Christy and Rod, and now she has attached herself to Dee Dee's family. Now, I certainly would not expect that Dee Dee's family would have looked into who Katie Joy is or what she's all about. I do not place blame on them for that. They are just frustrated and they want to get their emotions heard and have people not only hear from Gypsy, they want their side known as well. And I understand that. It's just really unfortunate that such a toxic person was given the opportunity to do this, all so that she can continue to make money and clicks and views, because that's all that it's about with Katie Joy. Money, clicks, views, attention. And as soon as you're not on my side, I will expose everything that you ever sent me, said to me, DM'd me, emailed me, and that will become further content that I can use to exploit you. A lot of people like to use the comparison, so-and-so is a snake in the grass, it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. All of those I associate Katie Joy with. Because if you know nothing about her and you see a large creator giving attention to something that should be given attention, you might think, well, this is great. But once you know who she is, I think that most people have a second look and say, oh, I see what's going on here. The other thing that's really bothering me right now is that E! News and Us Weekly and People, TMZ, even though TMZ is trash, all of these publications continue to give Gypsy the limelight. Literally, December 28th, E! News wrote this article inside Gypsy Rose Blanchard's momentous year since her release from prison. Gypsy Rose Blanchard wasted no time getting on with the rest of her life after spending 7 years of it behind bars. The 33-year-old who pleaded guilty to second-degree murder for her role in the death of her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, was released from prison December 28th, 2023. Gypsy did all of these things. They mentioned write a book, have the dental surgery, do interviews, whatever. She also broke up with her husband, Ryan Anderson, reunited with ex-fiancé Ken, and is pregnant with a daughter they plan to name Aurora. Back whenever Ken and I were together years ago, both of us have a fascination with the Northern Lights. And the name Aurora is not special. That's what she was going to name the child that she wanted to have with Nicholas Godejohn. So how's this child going to feel when they grow older and they realize, what on earth happened? How did all of this come to be? And now I'm stuck with the name Aurora. She previously was engaged to Ken, who she met in 2017 after he wrote to her in prison, but he broke up with her after 2 years. Right before we were going to get married, he ended the relationship Gypsy shared in her Lifetime series, Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup. It devastated me. I think he pretty much gave me every breakup line in the book. Then Ryan came into her life. They married in July 2022 once she got out of prison, having served 7 of a 10-year sentence. Gypsy came to the conclusion that she was settling when she took the plunge with Ryan. 3 months after her release, they were living apart. And it's not only that she said, I'm not happy in this situation, so let me get out of it. She went on to be unfaithful, get knocked up, drag Ryan through the dirt and back any opportunity that she got. She literally talked about what it was like in the bedroom with him as a way to further embarrass him. So let's not act like this is someone who just said, you know, one day I'm not happy and I'm going to get divorced. That is not what happened with Gypsy. And we've all seen it. So E! News, get your facts together. Let's talk about the absolute toxicity and disgust that she has left in her path. It wasn't until I filed for divorce that I kind of really realized that that spark and connection is even better than I expected. We've grown a lot. I've matured. He's grown. Whatever. We all know that you had Ken literally warming the bench while you were still married to Ryan. Please. She shared July 9th that she was 11 weeks pregnant. While yes, that was a lot of news for people, fans, and otherwise who have been closely following Gypsy's story for the past decade, aided by dramatizations of her saga such as the Hulu series, The Act, nominated for an Emmy, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. It just goes over her BS timeline and whatever. I can't stand to see these publications that could be utilizing their platforms to actually highlight someone who isn't Gypsy Rose and is actually doing something good with their presence and their life. I know that Gypsy gets clicks and views, but my God, when you have potentially millions of people reading your website, you would think that you would level out the playing field, and all that I see is Gypsy this, Gypsy that, and it sucks. And hey, maybe some people will say it's hypocritical for me to be upset at E! News or TMZ or Us Weekly for giving her the limelight when I cover her, but I've always gone back to the fact you have to look at the presence that you hold. I will tell you that I will never sit on my channel and defend Gypsy. I will never defend her being treated like a celebrity. I will never sit here and actually give her any complimentary commentary because she is a gremlin and she has no morals. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Her moral code is that of a trash bag, and it makes my skin crawl. You're not going to hear me complimenting her or giving this picturesque rundown of what her year after being released from prison was. We're not here for it. A lot of people are questioning, did she have the baby? Did she not have the baby? I don't know. Frankly, I don't care. I'm just watching all of this as y'all are. Does it make a difference if she had the baby 2 days ago or is going to have it in 2 weeks or 4 days. It really doesn't. It really doesn't matter. It holds no weight. And the Christmas photos that she posted, I said in a recent video, I thought that it looked in one photo like she had a baby bump, and the other photo it looked like nothing. So I've also mentioned before, everything with her is smoke and mirrors. I don't believe anything that she puts out at face value, and that's what's going on.
Did Gypsy Rose go into labor last night? Okay, here's what went down. Apparently she didn't, and her BFF confirmed this. Some people are questioning if she already had her baby, or if there even is one. But someone who knows the family is pretty sure the rumor was started to deflect from Gypsy's family speaking out last night on a live. And let me just say, the early labor rumors have been used a couple times, seemingly when GRB is in an uncomfortable situation. Like after the book signing, there were supposedly ambulances spotted and speculations of early labor that turned out to be false. So let's go to how and why this started. I've said this before, but more and more family members are coming out speaking against Gypsy's book. But I'm confused because I thought they supported it.
Story. Well, the book was something that I always wanted to happen, and it was something that even my mother's side of the family definitely encouraged and approved of. I know they weren't very supportive of a lot of the documentaries and everything, but they always felt support for me and support for me sharing my story in a book. So I think that that was important, to honor their wishes, my wishes, share my voice in a proper way.
That's pretty.
Gypsy's cousins were interviewed last night on their thoughts of the new book. I will put the creator's name down in the caption so you can search them and look for the replay on her page. They basically said, it's one thing to tell your story, but it's another to do all these subsequent things that Gypsy has been doing, stirring up the case. So the sisters come across crime scene photos of their sister on the internet. They don't think it's right that there are people on her show that are making money off of the unaliving, like Rod and Christy, presumably. So this is Dee Dee's side. This is a Pitre family. They were very upset on how the book portrayed them in such a bad light. Specifically, Gypsy defaming her mother and her grandfather. The cousin relayed that they are a hardworking, loving, respected family with a list of accomplishments. And the Pitres will tell you, Dee Dee was no saint, but she did not deserve what she got at the hands of her daughter. So it comes down to this. Gypsy's family, the Pitres, Dee Dee's side, deserve to have their voices heard. To clear the air of the embellished, contradictory, false narrative that's put out there regarding their loved one and the family as a whole. And I'm just thankful that there are content creators out there that are able to let the Pitres' voice be heard, provide their platform, educate them on the facts and the evidence of the case and the correct narrative. So they have the truth and Dee Dee has a voice. Gypsy's crime did not just affect Dee Dee. It affected her whole family collectively and continues to do so.
She is banned, and I think it's hilarious. It's karma days, right? But either way, that's it for today. So if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.